We talking HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show. Here we go. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show.
Welcome back to the HoopDaddy show. Holy moly.
Daddy. We back, baby.
We are
Episode
back.
14.
Episode 14.
Another
Welcome
week
back.
gone.
Hit that subscribe button right away.
Yes, and like it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, man, another week gone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no, but our little short popped off a little bit. Okay,
Yeah, man.
A little bit. But
A little bit.
Hey, we got a couple more subs. Welcome to the party. Let's go.
Welcome to the party. Let's go. What was that thing you reposted from Shaquille?
Yeah, it was like just keep promoting yourself relentlessly or something, you know. Doesn't matter, like,
It's like, yeah,
because they're watching.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't know. That was not what
that
it was.
was a really bad
Definitely
version of
not
it.
what it was.
But that's all good.
Oh, it was just like, that kind of inspired me in that moment. I'm like, it literally doesn't matter.
That's right. Shaquille was got our back. But yeah, dude, another week down, another week of playoffs. We talk
Bro.
about playoffs here.
Dude.
What
Playoffs.
What a
big
series
time, my
of
guy.
game sevens, man.
So what? Oh, yeah. So since last week when we got together, it was still a couple games left in these series.
Let's just talk about the game sevens, dude. There's just some hype game sevens.
Well, let's start with the Jazz. No. We didn't even talk about the Jazz.
No, we
Clippers.
did last week. We did.
They were already in?
No. We were saying like we both made our predictions and we both thought the Jazz were gonna win.
Basically, all the predictions we've made are completely
Pretty wrong, except for the Hawks. I think I went Hawks on the last one.
Right. No, yeah, Jazz are out. Big whoop.
Dude,
They're-
what do you mean
they're
big
not
whoop?
ready
That was
yet,
huge,
dude.
man.
It was
no
huge,
Kawhi.
yeah. No, it was.
Paul
no.
George actually playing like playoff Pete, not being pandemic Pete. That's crazy. I gotta take back. I've been talking mad shit about Paul George.
No, he pulled through.
All these podcasts, and now he's balling out. He's
Yeah,
playing
no,
like he
absolutely.
should. But now they're gonna get bounced because Suns are they're just too good, dude.
They took game one. I mean, what can you
Dude,
do?
without
What can you
CP,
do?
bro, without CP3,
And they had, but CP was there. That was the beauty
In
of
spirit.
it. You could feel like,
his energy.
and you saw the clip right after they like exited the tunnel. They're like on the phone, and then they're like,
we won.
it was like their dad or something.
Yeah,
you know?
Dad, we
did it. Did you see what we did? I passed the ball, Dad.
Yeah, dude, he really is. They really were excited about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is like the dad of that team.
Of course, and that's his role, and that's what they needed was someone to guide them, right?
Some hoop dad, dude. Some
A
hoop dad.
Hey,
Some hoop father.
Trademark.
No, I saw that, and I was watching some of the game and the highlights, and it really made. I think the way Devin Booker played was really influenced by CP3's leadership and how CP3 plays, and like, if you look at, I watched some of the highlights. You watched it. It was like, you remember there was like a series when a couple games back where CP3 had like just like 6 like middies. He just dribbled to like the elbow.
Right.
He just like found his shot. It was like so easy. I was like, how is this guy getting these like looks? They're like, it seems like no one's playing defense. He just like kind of casually dribbles in, pops his shot. And then I was watching Book yesterday without CP3. He's doing the exact same thing. Like no effort, and like Book has got more height, more athleticism. He just kind of dribbles, pops his little free throw jumper. That is just cash. Like he just cannot be stopped.
Killer.
And he was dishing. Sorry, yeah.
No, exactly. So on top of that, what I like, I don't remember who said it, but it was like Devin Booker, he's usually getting the ball passed to him and he's just like going to get his buckets because CP3's passing, right?
Yeah.
But him coming into that role, he did exactly what he needed to do, which was facilitate to his guys until they needed him. Yeah. And then once they needed him, then he could easily get to his spots and shoot because everyone was expecting him to pass, right?
Yeah.
So it was like he facilitated really well. He got everyone involved, and then when he needed to go off, he went on like a 16-point run at one point, like all back to back to back. Like,
dude, he's good, man.
And I was like, this is awesome. And then like he didn't. It wasn't forced in any way, like really let the game come to him, and it was just like awesome to see him come into this role in his first playoff run, and
dude,
that's his future, dude.
He's
first
like,
triple double of his career.
Right. I know, man.
First triple double, like that's
crazy.
That says exactly what he can do, you know.
Right, and what he's learned from playing with. I'm sure Chris Paul has been like, yo, you just like He's probably been like, you're making your game too hard. You can just. He's like, you just run off a screen and you get to the elbow and you just pop it, and like that's like a really high percentage shot for you and for me. He's like, stop making the game. I'm sure he's been like, stop making the game harder than it needs to be or whatever, right? And yeah, he's playing like his game reminds me so much of like that Jordan, Kobe, now to be like that Booker style, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, he's got me hyped, bro. I'm like, I want to go get a jersey like today.
Let's go beat it.
I'm on the bandwagon, man. He's so nice with it, bro.
No, it was great. It was great, and everyone played well. I love, Cameron Payne held it down as well because he played point for a lot of it as well.
Right.
And
yeah, so I shouldn't.
Solid.
I'm really jumping over Cameron Payne. He's been solid like since the playoffs started.
No,
like,
absolutely.
He's been like a real.
No, I mean Booker's the star, but no, Cameron Payne, all the guys, Ayton, Crowder, like it was just like. It was some
hype,
good
dude.
Basketball.
I like Crowder's game a lot too. He's just like super tough defensively and just knocks down open shots.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's like a better.
And actually, what are you gonna say?
A better PJ Tucker?
No, I was gonna say Danny Green.
Oh yeah, like Danny Green can't
like,
really play defense, though, can he? He's not that good.
I mean, maybe, but that's what I mean. And he's like a better Danny Green. Like Danny Green's role is literally that. He's supposed to be like tough defender and then knockdown shooter, but like.
He's not really a tough defender. Not a knockdown shooter. But he's got a lot of chips, dude. And if he had not been injured in that 76ers game, they might have won. Is that what
he was? He
was in the game 7. Okay, let's go to now.
I was going to say, so...
What do you want to go to?
On top, Hawks? I think we should go to Bucks Nets because that happened first. And that was...
Sure.
Final OT, dude. OT, bro. That was... I mean, that's like the big story of the week was... Kevin Durant's feet are like a size too big.
Yeah. Yeah.
But holy moly, man, that guy went off, dude. Everyone's just like so hype on him. They're like Kevin Durant is the god of basketball right now.
I know, man. People are hype on him, but I saw I don't know if you saw Shannon Sharp's take.
What did he say?
He's basically like because basically Shannon Sharp and Skip's always trashing on LeBron, and Shannon's always defending LeBron as like the GOAT.
Right.
So then now he's like, why is everybody like being so positive to KD? He's like LeBron was carrying those types of teams, like these types of performances, to the finals, and people were still not giving him enough credit.
Worse teams than that.
Yeah, worse teams, right? And then he's like, now KD like can't get it done in a game 7. Everyone's like praising him. He's like, what is this? Like he's like, let facts be facts. Like it's not about feelings. And he's basically like saying like, like KD, sure you played good, but he's like, the reality is like, and LeBron was that good.
And also, if LeBron did what KD did and missed those shots late in overtime, everyone would be slandering him.
Right.
They'd be like, LeBron can't hit big shots, like he can't do this, like that's.
I mean, he did hit that one and go to OT. I was like, oh my goodness, that was insane.
But even Kevin was like, I've hit bigger shots than that. That was like whatever. I was on the line, like what he wasn't happy with that one, but no, it was a huge shot. But
and then give credit to the Bucks too. Like they played well.
Bucks, dude. It's all the Bucks did what they needed to do. Like as much as everyone's looking at Kevin Durant or whatever, like that Bucks team adjusted, took the game as it was. It came to them. They attacked. Their defense was elite. Their pressure in those final moments was great. Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker,
Chris Middleton.
Middleton was
I think they're starting to find their kind of rhythm a bit more.
Their
now.
Identity a bit more.
Yeah, it's like Giannis is like, doing his thing down low, and then like it just needs like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday just to put a little bit of their game out there, a little bit of their like mid range, power forward kind of play, and they can really beat anyone because they're really really good defensively too.
The addition of Drew Holiday was like such a good trade. I knew it as soon as they traded with Bledsoe. It was like
they're gonna be good.
This is like going to be really good for them because Drew Holiday is just so tough, man.
Right.
So tough. And And those are the kind of guys you
Wait,
want on your side.
how tough is he?
So tough,
my
dude.
guy. All right.
And so I'm excited, dude, to see Milwaukee go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And
yeah. And did you see? Like, I'm becoming a big fan of Chris Middleton too. I'm really a fan of Booker. Really a fan of Middleton. Did you see that like turn away jumper?
At
right?
the
Yeah,
end
at the
there,
end.
so
I was like, oh, that's tough, man.
yeah.
But then also the Nets only scored one basket in overtime. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, big mistake, dude.
Their
Big
offense
mistake.
was so bad. It was just KD at the end of it. And then
No,
what do you think?
Was, Harris was missing everything.
Oh my God, man!
Even you were saying.
I was so shook. I was like, can anyone do anything on this team?
Open threes, bro. He's missing. Like, ugh.
That's his job, dude. I was like, can anyone do anything on this team? I wanted the Nets to win. And
tough,
it was just KD. It was just a KD show. And what do you think about like Steve Nash has been getting a lot of flack too? So he didn't play DeAndre Jordan at all. He played Durant all minutes of the game, and
he only played like 7 guys.
He only played 7 guys. Yeah.
And he sat out everyone else. He was like, we're only running with these 8 guys, and then he didn't even play Claxton in the end. So it was an interesting.
And then
move.
he didn't call a timeout for that last possession in overtime to give like
right.
KD a breather and drop a play or something.
I mean, you can't blame Steve Nash that much. Like, listen, it's his first year as a coach. It's his first.
I don't.
Dude.
I think you can, because he's like you can say he's inexperienced. He's a player. He's not a true coach. He has no coaching experience at any other level. So then you definitely can blame him for those things.
Well, you can. Well, you can't. No, but you can't blame him for that. It's not his fault. He's just trying to get that experience. Like, it's not like he has the experience and then didn't lose it. Like,
say if they had like
other coaches.
Say if they had Tyronn Lue or something instead of Steve Nash, do you think they'd win? Do you think there's some better adjustments being made? Do you think he maybe plays more than 7?
Yeah.
So then it's the coach's issue.
Well.
So then you blame Steve Nash.
No. I don't. But I don't blame Steve Nash. I think his inexperience. Yeah. No. Okay. We'll put it this way. His inexperience definitely led them to not being not going to the next round, but it's not like his fault. That's just what the organization put together. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, they chose to have a new coach. Sometimes you have a new coach and they win a championship, like in Toronto, or like with Steve Kerr. Sometimes you have a new coach and just doesn't work. So it's like, it's not his fault. He just did what he could with what he has as experience. So maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's like the organization for hiring. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but
I'm just.
I know what you mean. Fuck Steve Nash, dude.
No, dude, we love Steve Nash. I'm just saying, like, people, like, that could be a critique of maybe his inexperience was showing in that Game 7, right? Because he's not coached at any level anywhere.
Yeah. No, and
but
also,
then they had so many injuries.
That was exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, is the injuries was like the toughest part. I mean, they didn't have Spencer Dinwiddie the whole year. He's probably out of there. They didn't have Harden, Kyrie, like in any consistency, and KD either during the season. So, and
you know what? Everyone was like, "This is what KD wanted. He wanted to win one on his own. Get the recognition." And
couldn't do it. But we'll see next year. It's just crazy that we all were convinced that KD and LeBron were going to be toe-to-toe, Nets, Lakers. And now it's just like complete opposite. It's the Booker show. What? It's way better. It's like, this is like the underdog story. It's so much fun, these playoffs, because it's just been the same thing over and over again for the last like 20 years.
This is the most exciting playoffs in the last 10 years.
Yeah, for sure.
There's been like usually... Well,
other than maybe like the beginning of the LeBron Golden State like rivalry, like 2015, 2016, but it's just exciting
to see new stars, and it's exciting to see series go to Game 7 like before you get to like the conference finals or the finals. Because usually it's just like 4-0, 4-0, 4-2, whatever. Yeah. It's like you just know like this team's better, they're gonna win. Like there's no actual like fight. Whereas like this series have been like, man, you're on the edge of your seat. Like you don't know who's gonna win. You're like excited. These Game 7s. You got Trae Young balling out. Ice Trae, dude.
Ice Trae.
Dude, Ice Trae. That's a sick nickname.
And he has his new signature shoe line, and they have an Ice Trae.
Oh, really?
version of it. It's like this light blue, you know, like
I'm fanboying so hard on Devin Booker and Trae Young. Those guys are too nice with it, bro. Oh man, I'm so excited. Like,
confidence, man. Trae Young,
dude, I love Trae. Yeah, he's one of those people. He's a gamer. Like the moment never. He's like the opposite of Ben Simmons. he lives for the moments,
man.
You know. And then Ben Simmons is like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm scared, you know.
Yeah, straight.
And I love that. I love like Trae Young just embraces that villain role. Like when he went into New York and he's just like bowing and he's just like, yeah, keep talking shit. Like he's just like, I don't give a, like he just doesn't give a fuck.
I'm just so happy that they won this series against Philly because it totally backed up all this stuff in that first round, you know? Like, you know, they went big against New York. If they would have lost to Philly, I would have been like, okay, like whatever, like good try, you know? Like it's not like you'd be like, okay, I see your whole show here, but he's backing it up and beating the best is what I'm saying. Like, is what I'm saying. Yeah, right. Like
he is really ice Trae.
Yeah, no, he's totally like proving it. You know, proving it to everyone that he's that guy.
Yeah,
and his teammates are totally
playing really well.
on the same page and just that game was just
Gallinari was popping off that game.
Yeah,
and yeah, dude,
not shying away like Ben Simmons.
I feel sorry for Joel Embiid. That guy is so good at basketball.
Yeah. And
he lost to the Raptors in that final shot where Kawhi hit it over Embiid, and he was like so upset. And that was their year to win. I kind of felt like that series between the Sixers and the Raptors was really like for the finals. Because then you got to the finals, you face G State, they have all these injuries. It was like whoever, if Philadelphia or Toronto made it there, they were gonna win it.
Right.
And then he lost that game. He's super upset. This year they had a really good team. He had his injury, but he still played through it. And then like he just has like, I would be so mad. Did you hear what Shaq said too?
What did he say? I think probably heard it.
On the Insiders, he was like, yeah, if I'm he's like it's something about like whooping his ass. Like, He's like his
if
ass
I'm
getting
back in the locker room.
He's like his ass getting beat. He's getting his ass whooped. And then he's like I don't want to hear none of that stuff after game 7. Like, blah. He's like, you had 7 games to figure out. It's like maybe game 1 or 2 you have those, but then you got to figure it out, man. He's like, I don't want to hear that after 7 games. Like, he's like you're so much talent. He's like you're a professional. He's like,
and that's what they're saying. Everyone looked past his bad shooting when he entered the league because they just assumed he'd get better fast, like get better like most players do, right? But he still hasn't gotten there offensively, and like Shaq said, he's just not being aggressive. Like, how if your shots aren't going down, you go after every rebound, you go after everything, you dunk it in, you just put it in the thing. He's 6'10", like
he's like a big boy.
Just do it. Like,
I think some reporter was like, you're like 6'8", 245 pounds. Like, what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Like straight up in an interview. I was like,
well, and then there was another bit with Doc Rivers, who I was going to talk about, another coach that is potentially to blame for this because he's lost, like, he's got a track record of losing 3-1 series or, you know, losing when they're up. He's got like a super low percentage of like closeout games or whatever. But
and then
the reporter, let me just finish it. The reporter was like, so do you think you can win a championship with Ben Simmons at point guard? And he's like, I don't know the answer to that right now. And then the Inside the NBA team was like, that was the wrong answer, because if you don't think that you can win, if you don't know, then like what were you doing this year? You know, like you obviously didn't believe you could do it now. Then, you know, like you need to be like so sure in your players that they can win the championship. Otherwise, you're not going to win the championship.
Right. Or even that if he thinks that before that, it's like he's not doing his job, because his job is to get Ben Simmons to play at the highest level. And if he's doesn't believe in it, like Ben subconsciously you'll pick up on that kind of energies, and
exactly when your coach,
and when your coach isn't like on your side, it's hard to believe, and you're already having struggles like believing in yourself. Maybe that's not the right way, not the best environment for a player with Ben's mentality to succeed.
Yeah.
And then also I was gonna say, just on Doc Rivers, like, criticism is that Tyronn Lue's taken the Clippers further than Doc ever did, with arguably the same team, right? Or slightly worse. I don't know. Or slightly better. I don't know. I guess. Well, didn't he have Kawhi before? Did he have Kawhi?
No. It was, he had Chris Paul, Blake Griffin.
I see.
DeAndre Jordan, and then
right.
Matt Barnes, kind of.
Right. Well, anyway, so they were kind of criticizing, like, Tyronn is like in 1 year has taken them so much further. So they're really hyping up like Ty Lue.
Oh yeah, and because he did the same thing with the Cavs, right? Like he brought them to win a championship. After 50 years or whatever. Yeah,
man. Yeah, and I think I'm glad, because he really took a lot of heat for just being like LeBron's bitch when he got that first championship, right? But now people are really giving him the respect that he deserves. So it's nice to see.
Now he's just Kawhi's bitch.
No, dude, Kawhi's not playing, bro.
No, I know, yeah.
And and his coaching, he was making a lot of adjustments in that last series, like really, really changing up the looks and really coaching, like doing his job as a coach. So that's pretty. It's nice to see him get his credit due, and
that's all going down the drain now because
the Suns are too good.
The Suns are too good. Monty Williams coming here to coach him up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
and it's nice too. I've seen a lot of black head coaches too, and that's going farther too.
There's seven black head coaches in the NBA, and 3 of them are in this final round.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty awesome, and
nice to see a change. Who's the coach for the Hawks? What's his name? I can't remember.
Mick something. Mick something.
Mick something. McDonald's.
No, it's Nate McMillan.
Nice.
And Monty Williams actually was like worked under Nate as in, I don't know, maybe in Atlanta or somewhere else, and then became the head coach at Phoenix.
Nice. Do you see Migos in the locker room with?
Yeah, dude. It's like, I was like, it's so funny when celebrities from like a city, like Drake, Migos, Kevin Hart does that too, like where they like celebrate in the locker room with the players, but like didn't play, It's like, okay, like we get it, you're like a celebrity from this city, but do you really deserve to be like celebrating and taking like a lot of the attention? Because like that's the clip that went out, that's the thing, it was like sort of like, okay, I guess the Migos like won, like Quavo won,
it's funny.
that series or something, like I don't know, and it's hype for them because they obviously like him, but it's just like,
it's so funny, dude. It's so funny.
He was so hyped. Oh god, dude.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about I don't know, about the Hawks. Like, I gotta get a Trae Young jersey. I gotta get a Suns Devin Booker jersey. I like Trae Young so much, like in his game, but I don't know if you saw, there was like this TikTok or something where Trae Young was like, just had like the photo, like taking a picture, and he had like a cap on, and it was that song. It's like, I can put you in the My Hat Club. What's up? You know that song by Jeremy or something?
Yeah, okay.
And it's just him with the video that song's playing, and he's just like,
and it was just like cringe as hell, or what?
So cringe, dude. And it was like, and then somebody posted like Atlanta Hawks, like, this is your like future or something. And I was like, yikes.
Well, he's still only like 21, 22 years old. Like,
cringe. Video. Let me see if we can find it here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
This is old though.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, he was like 18 years old. Can't blame the guy. He's trying to get it in, bro.
Come on, man. What is he doing, bro? Oh my god. Why?
That is hilarious, bro.
Trae, me and Kobe have the same. That's too much, man. That's too much.
That is so funny.
Now that he's balling out, I can maybe look past that cringe because he is balling out.
Dude,
man.
And so I'm just like keep thinking about the possibilities of the finals. Like either it's going to be.
Let's get our predictions in because we predict every week and we're usually wrong. We should start clipping him and putting them on.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. We should start clipping our predictions and putting them out to see if we're right or wrong.
Let's start clipping, dude.
I know, but I'll get on that. Okay. What are we thinking here?
Okay, so I'm gonna go obviously Suns, Bucks. I'm going Suns Bucks in the finals. Yep.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Suns Bucks. I think
it's the end of the road for the Hawks, dude.
I know the Bucks are really good.
The Bucks are just
They're
on
really
another
good.
level.
The Hawks are already like happy to make it this far.
Yeah.
But I don't think
They're not satisfied.
In my logical brain, I think the Bucks is the right choice. But in my heart of hearts, I want to go. So I'm gonna go Suns. And I'm gonna go Hawks.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Trae Young, don't let me down.
I like that.
I'm gonna put you in my club.
Dude, it's just like what like I'm trying to think who they have Clint Capella, but who else is going to get in Giannis's way, especially in this series? Because against the Nets, like okay, they had Blake Griffin, who was like locking him up. They had KD down there. They had a lot of guys who could sort of plug it up. I guess they're going to rely on probably John Collins, Clint Capella.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be hard.
And these other guys who are like a bit younger are going to be matching up with Chris Middleton, PJ Tucker, like these vets, like.
I think it's going to have to be like I think it's going to be less of stopping Giannis, but more of like we just have to like make more threes, more threes. Like we have to basically outscore them. Yeah. And like Lou Williams is probably going to have to step up. Did you see that video I sent you of Kevin Huerter on Instagram? It was like
which one? What, he's like thirst trapping to the same song?
No, yeah, all the Hawks get together and they just cringe it up. No, let me pull it up here. It was how did I send it to you here? Oh, where is it? Maybe I sent it to HoopDaddy.
Kevin Huerter though, playing really well too.
Well, whatever. It was basically a video, and it was like Kevin Huerter after Game 7 or something, and it was like a dance circle, and there was like someone dancing in there, and then there's like this nerdy white guy comes up, and he's like waiting for the beat to drop, and he looks like he's like not going to be able to dance, and then he just like goes off.
And it's
just
him?
It's like a young just like a young white looking kid, and he's like, and then he just like pops off, and it's like Kevin Huerter after Game 7.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I think. If they can really make it rain on the threes,
right?
Like Giannis is probably gonna get his.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I think they're just gonna have to be more efficient, and then probably shut down Drew Holiday and
who do you think PJ Tucker's gonna guard?
How big is PJ Tucker?
He's not that big, like 6'3", I want to say 6'4".
1.96 is what? That's like
because he's not that big compared to like 7 foot.
Right, he's like 6'4".
He's just tough, dude.
Yeah, he's
Like they're not gonna put him on Trae Young.
No. He's too fast.
Like they'll probably have Drew Holiday on Trae Young.
Yeah, but I don't even know if he'll play that much. Like he might not be needed.
PJ Tucker,
because he's just like a defensive specialist,
Yeah. They'll still.
But if they can get a better matchup, like with Trae Young and with Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton on the floor, it's like, do they need him?
No.
All right.
Yo, so I was going to talk about Supreme Dreams something one. The.
No idea.
Yeah. You do know them. They're like that skit group comedy guys.
Yeah.
That they like do all the basketball stuff, or like, you know, LeBron at halftime in the locker room, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
Okay.
And they're just so smart, dude. Like, they're just so, like, they know exactly what they're doing. Can
you show me something?
Yeah, this guy.
But like, give me like a shorter clip.
The most recent was
Supreme Dreams sketch comedy show.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just like
super funny,
always on point. And the quality's not that high or not that good, but they just do it. And so, like, last night, literally the game between Atlanta and Philly, like, just ended, and they put out, like, a skit being, like, Ben Simmons when he has an open, like, dunk.
Can I see?
I
can't find it. That's all good.
No, I don't know if it's, like, on their page or where they're, like...
He's out here hustling, you know?
Big time. And like, here is like,
look, I'm gonna be honest, I think I picked the wrong career.
How Doc Rivers was.
But I don't think I like the game of basketball anymore. Because of the 2016 #1 draft pick, Ben Simmons. What you did out there was nothing short of a miracle. I need you to stand up, and I'm gonna ask you a question, Ben. Can I read off your stats? Now, to all the other players, please do not react when I'm reading Ben's stats off. Somebody bring me Ben's stats.
He's supposed to be Doc right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ben Simmons played 36 minutes and had 5 points. Shot 4 times.
Savage.
Don't react, y'all.
All the other players.
Don't react, y'all.
Last game, he shot 6 times. And the game before that, he shot 4 times again. Ben, I have a question for you. Can you please answer this? Who on the Hawks is scaring you?
So yeah, anyways, like shit
That's
like that.
super
And
funny.
then last night, like literally the game ended. It's not even on here. Like, maybe people took it off of their YouTube or something. But it was just like the timing. Like, they literally saw the game end, filmed it. They're probably at the gym waiting, and like
That's how
made
we-
it happen. And
that's
I
how
was
we gotta
like-
be.
I'm like, holy shit! Like, these guys are just so on top of it. It's
Right.
insane. Like, they're just like waiting at the gym, waiting to do the content. They know that there's gonna be something great, and then they like do it right away. The game's not even over, and there's already a fucking meme about it.
Right.
And they put all this shit on YouTube. It's just like long form skits, and then
Yeah.
they like cut it up and clip it or whatever. And they just riff. I'm pretty sure they're just riffing, and they're just like
We could
mess
totally
around. And
we
this
could do
guy
that,
is
right?
the leader of it. No,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's dope. I actually have an idea for today.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
About
make it
about I want to do one. I'll just tell it because whatever. It'll be out by the time this is actually released.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah. Okay. But so I want to do like we don't like you have a jersey, but maybe we can just draw like tape a piece of paper with like Nets written on it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you could
yeah.
like do like Durant on the back, and then either one of us will be wearing the Durant jersey, and then it'll be like Durant in Game 7, and then we'll have like someone else in another jersey, and it'll be like Harden. And then it'll be like Durant picking him up and like throwing him over his shoulder. It'll be like Joe Harris. It'll be like him carrying him like a baby. Just like different ways to carry every player on that team.
no,
Steve
exactly.
Nash. Do you know what I mean?
We don't even need to like tape it up. We can just like
Put it in the edit or something. Yeah,
just, like, right.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, Kevin, we can have Durant and his number or something, but the rest just like put their
Yeah,
name
and just
be
like, but it just like really, I think it'd be funny if it's like really weird ways that he's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
carried. Like he carried me by my legs, like in between the thing. He's just like he's
carrying
doing
him by his fucking long ass feet, dude. Straight up.
Or like, and then we could even do like a door. It says like conference finals, and then it's like Durant trying to pull like every like the other players
Right,
through the
right.
door,
But
but then
they're,
like
like,
everyone's
not.
like fighting like to hold on and stuff.
So funny, dude. Dude,
Can we do it today? It's going to be released.
Classic.
It's going to pop off. But yeah, I think that's awesome. These guys can be like inspiration for us, you know? And that's something that I need to be more, take more onus on myself to be like, all right, like don't hesitate. I can just be in my room. I have a little camera set up. I just like riff on some memes, edit it, throw it out myself. You know, it doesn't have to be like I have to have everyone around. I can be funny on my own.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
And then I'll just like keep putting out talks, and you'll be like, okay, you gotta slow down. These aren't funny. You're like, this one's not funny, bro.
But that's the thing with especially on TikTok, it's an easy way to just like test content out because it's like
doesn't matter, right?
But like last week we had our TikTok. It's like at 50K or whatever views, which is great. But
we only did one.
We like didn't ride that momentum at all. Like I was like, shit. Like today we need to get at least like 3 or 4 solid ones. So like every day we can post one until next week, and then post some pictures on Instagram or something. We could do like a photo shoot or something today too. Like,
I think every Monday we should do like 3 ones we think are solid, and then have like a couple extra ones, and then we can post 3 throughout the week. Because we had that one fun, and then we're like, I'm not gonna see you for another week.
Didn't post it. Yeah, and then also like I'm trying to edit through a lot of like the times we've gone to play basketball, and like we can make
some little
stuff out of that too.
Yeah,
but
yeah, man.
But yeah,
no, I'm pumped. This is awesome. And like, I'm like, right, people are doing it.
Look up Ben Simmons, Supreme Dreams. Ben Simmons,
Supreme Dreams. And I was thinking too, like, you know, what I wore to the court the other day. So I wore to the court, like a little Tilly hat. I had some like,
dude, I wish you could see.
I had some micro needling done, so my face was like really red, and you're supposed to be really sensitive to sunlight in the time it's repairing. So I just lathered on a lot of sunscreen, but it was like sunscreen that made my face look white. Like it looked like I was doing white.
Everyone was like roasting him.
Yeah, I looked like I was doing white face, and I had a Tilly hat on, and I had it tied up so that the sun was. I just trying to maximize my sun protection, and I rolled up, and everyone was like, "What? Are you a clown? What are you doing?" I was like, "Gotta protect the face, man." And then we were kind of riffing, and I was like trying to be like I looked like an old head at the court, just like looked ridiculous. And I was kind of riffing on some. I was like, we should do some more character work too, because like I could do like a Jeremy Lin thing, right, or something. You could do like a Steve Nash thing, or I don't know. Yeah, what are some other like basketball players that you kind of.
Just let me think of the 10 white basketball players.
Some Tyler Hero stuff or something. Yeah. So, okay. Let's see.
I don't know if it's. I don't even know where it came up. It just came up, but.
Anyways.
But no, for sure that was like hilarious. You still have that picture. We should post a picture of you if you care to.
I mean,
you're probably.
Is that bad? Is that
no, dude? What do you?
It's only if you do blackface, right? But yes. No, it wasn't. I wasn't. It was just like sunscreen. Yeah. It
wasn't like that though.
And I wouldn't do that, obviously. Not.
It wasn't that.
But I was like, it was a lot. I looked pretty absurd. And I had these like Oakley gas can shades on that were just like so bad.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, and I only ever wear them for driving just because I'm, but yeah, man.
I
but yeah,
what account it would have been on. There was like,
no, it's whatever. We'll get him on the next one.
Yeah.
So should we talk about? We got this King.
Oh yeah, we just announced that last week.
Vancouver. What is it called? Vancouver Crash the Court.
No, it's called Kings of the Court. So Street Ball Beef local tour, Kings of the Court.
These are the hashtags.
This is the name. That's just like the name that I guess King Handles came up with. Whatever, Kings of the Court, and the hashtag is Vancity Street Ball.
Okay,
which hadn't been used. It's like completely exclusive for this, I guess now. And which is dope. And yeah, basically like a bunch of local trainers and influencers are coming together to play against whoever wants to come through, and it's going to be really dope. Yeah, 4 days in July and probably more after this. But Goose Squad, did I write that? Big mistake. Good Squad.
Where?
On the side there.
Come up with a Goose Squad. Yeet.
No, but it's just dope to be invited to this, and we're just gonna ball up.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited, and
I'm realizing like the competition's gonna be tough, because like I'm pretty sure like all these guys and the people they train and whatever, they're all gonna want to come through and play. I don't think it's just gonna be like the dudes at the park. It's gonna be like guys coming out to play, hopefully, which will be good and entertaining. So yeah.
So is it special guests like these people?
Or
is it going to be more people?
Probably more or less or whatever. It's flexible. I think those were just good for the moment, and there's going to be more posters and stuff, more stuff coming out closer to the dates, and so
because what I think is what King is trying to do is like get us out there to film, but then also like have our team to be stacked so we stay on the court and film more.
Right.
But I think there's going to be a lot of really good players who are going to come out for this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like I don't want to get chopped up.
We might get chopped up. Like this is a lot.
As long as you have King Handles, fucking Demi Dunks over here, Grinder, like just throw them the rock, get a couple rebounds.
Yeah.
And
talk some mad shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in there, get in the mental game.
Yeah, straight up.
So, that's super exciting. Yeah, I can't wait. There's going to be some prizes and giveaways and stuff. Yeah. We're going to be filming content. I hope I don't know, we'll get some merch done by then. Maybe we could do like a half court shot or something contest or or like if you can beat us and like me and you can like get a shirt or something, whatever, right? Like
that'll
because that's more like that'll be funny.
A real challenge,
that'll be funny at least, I don't mind getting chopped up by someone's good. Like I'm about it, dude. Chop me up, dude. If you got skills, like that's awesome. Like you put in that work and you're gifted genetically, dude, blessed.
I keep being like, okay, I need to like, because the last few days I've actually gone to my backyard to actually
do some dribbling.
Practice a little bit, like do some dribbling, even if it's just for like 10-15 minutes, but I just want to like make sure my handle's like somewhat decent. It's so funny, like I find that like when I was playing yesterday, for example, like 4-on-4, my handles and everything, like I just trusted, and I think it's not that bad, like but it's slow, it's still slow and not like great, but like
it's not that bad, but the competition levels are different.
Of course, dude.
It's like when you play a level where you can get away with that type of handle, then you don't get punished for it. When you play someone who's going to punish you, then you're like, man, what happened? Dude. You're like, what happened to my handles? They were so good before. Well, it's like they're the same level. You just are playing different skilled players, right?
For sure.
Like when we were playing,
it's all relative.
Yeah. But as long as you just like doing a little bit every day, you'll get better. And like, because I was playing one day with that guy who played in Canadian college, and he was really good. He was like an all-star. And Marco was sending a screen on him, and I was dribbling to my left, and I was dribbling, and I didn't go tight enough the screen, and he just punched through it and punched the ball out of my hand. I had like a free. Jeez. But I was like, no one's ever done that to me, right? And then I was like, right, if you don't
never expect it, because
I'm like never play with defenders who have that level of skill, right? So you never protect the ball or go tight enough to the screen or whatever. Whereas like if you're playing at that level all the time, you're like, no, that's gonna happen, and then so you start to like adjust it.
You can see it happening.
Yeah, but I was taken by surprise, and he was super athletic. He's super big and super fast, so it was just like my brain didn't even have time to register it. It was like he's just like, and then he's like gone. And then I started doing that to people at the court because I was like, because you can just jump the screen because no one's doing it. I was like, you just go in and punch.
There you go.
And people really don't know how to react because they're not used to playing with that kind of defense. But yeah, man, doing a little bit every day. I actually just saw. Did you see that video of Chris Paul in the hotel room working? He had a video of him on a carpet just working on his handles, just like petting.
I didn't see no.
Yeah, but I was like, ooh, that's so smart. Excuse me, goddamn. But I was like, oh man, I got a carpet in my place. I can just like move something, just dribble on the carpet.
Yeah. Why? Because that makes it a bit harder. You just sort of have to do it.
I think it's just less loud.
Right.
So it doesn't like annoy your neighbors and stuff.
Nice, yeah.
And then I was like, man, that makes you don't even have to go outside. You're just like watching TV, dribbling in the house.
Exactly.
With your nice ball.
Ball is life.
Dude, that's what it's about, getting better every day.
And now I have the little kiddie hoop in the backyard, so I
saw that. Yeah.
I just like shoot a little bit.
Yeah. That's awesome.
No, and it's good because since I cleaned out my backyard was like fucking. It's all these like tiles, or not tiles, but concrete things, and it was like so dirty. Remember I said I power washed it?
Yeah.
And now I can actually like go out there without coming out with like dirty hands.
Dirty ass hands.
So hopefully the work helps me somewhat.
It will. But, it's too bad. I was actually thinking your backyard is like perfect for like a little like, if that laneway house wasn't there, it'd be perfect for like, we could get those like mats you can get with like they're like tiled, but they're like matted, so it's like I think they're a bit cheaper. And we could have just set up like a little court there.
Honestly, there's a construction site right beside my house, and I keep being like, I just really hope they're installing a basketball court back there. You know, like by some grace of God, they're just like obsessed with basketball, but I don't think so. Even in that little area, like could almost put the hoop that's at Isaac's place and could like run little one-on-one things there, but like it's still like
it's pretty narrow.
Tight.
Yeah.
It was just a dream, you know.
Yeah.
I got
Hoop
the little
dreams.
kitty one.
Dreams. Yeah, we'll get something going. We're gonna get something here, and we'll make it happen.
for sure. But yeah, so you know, excited for the summer. It's gonna be good, and it's just this is a good first event that we're doing with all these guys. It'll be a way to meet all these trainers and all these influencers, and so.
And we're gonna film some fun content too.
Yeah, exactly.
More vlog and the jokes and.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So stay tuned for all that. It's gonna be lit.
Come through.
And we're working on a little HoopDaddy character logo, something fun,
man,
something different, and so you're gonna see it out there for sure.
All right, man. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's go. Time to go hit the courts a little.
Make a little content.
Let's
Stay
go.
Up to date. All right, man. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.
All right, peace out.
Peace.